Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy, Vinny Blanco, Vincent Ellis White, coming live from the Whip. I'm headed from Richmond, Virginia to Newport News for work. And then I got a book signing later on today at Strayer. So I'm gonna be moving today. It's gonna be a long day. Your videos gonna be coming from wherever I can make it happen at, really. But today, while I'm driving, y'all forgive me and pray for me while I'm driving. I want to speak to you all on the power of speaking things into existence. Yes, that has worked wonders for me, and I want to make sure I can encourage you all and help you all understand the importance of it. And I want to start off with a quick story that one of my pastors shared with me that always stuck with me. And he said when he was trying to start a church, and he was just in the beginnings, he said all he had was his family in church, like 6 to 8 people in church. And he said he used to speak to the empty chairs. And he said people would look to him like he was crazy, and he was speaking to the empty chairs. And he was like, the reason he did so was because, you know, he's a man of faith. And he was speaking things into existence. And he was speaking to things that are not as though they are. And I remember I laughed to myself when I first heard it, because I said, man, if I had walked in there and seen this pastor speaking to these empty chairs, I'd probably walk out and say, this man crazy. But he broke it down to me, and I'm so glad he shared that story with me, because he also shared with me that after a while, guess what, y'all? Those chairs became full, and it was real physical human bodies in those chairs. Some chairs went from being empty to being full. And you know why? Because he was a man of faith, because he spoke to those things that were not at the moment as though they were or will be, and he spoke things into existence. And ever since I heard that story some years back, it stuck with me, and I applied that into my life. I spoke things into existence. I constantly speak things into existence. I will speak to a chair. I will speak to a home and say, this is mine. I will walk in a theater and say, I'm gonna not only book this theater, but I'm gonna fill this theater up, doing a stage play or a book signing, because I know the power of speaking things into existence and having faith. And I've done that so many times at Virginia State, VCU. I want to do a speaking engagement at VCU, and I've done 3 already. I wanted to speak at Norfolk State, and I've done that. But you didn't think I walked in there when nobody could see me, and I spoke the things into existence. I touched the chairs, I touched the floors, because I believe in that. But I'm a man of faith. Are you a man or a woman of faith? If so, I want you to start speaking things into existence. Speak to those things that are not as though they are. Just walk in a place that you want to fill up, or an event that you want to have, and just touch it and start praying and take it to God and speak those things into existence. And I guarantee you, if your faith is strong, if your favor is on high, few months, few years, you're going to have that place filled up, and you're going to look back and say, man, thank the Lord I spoke these things into existence. It's your boy, Vincent Ellis White. I love you all. More videos to come soon. By the way, if you're in the Richmond area, I'm having a book signing at 6 o'clock at the Strayer Henrico campus. I look forward to seeing you all there. God bless.